All right, so to begin your patterned vase still life, you're going to go to your drive, go to more, Google Drawings, open up a new drawing. All right, and then the first thing you want to do is you want to do your background and your wallpaper. So I'm going to create my background color, and you can do a gradient if you want to. I'm actually just going to pick a solid color. I just want something kind of light so that it doesn't kind of take over my picture. But if you wanted to make a darker background, that's fine. It's completely your choice. For my wallpaper, I'm going to do a curved line. You can do shapes, you can do lines, you can do a combination of the two. But the thing about the wallpaper is the pattern has to at least repeat like 6 or 7 times. Okay. So I'm going to do a squiggle line. You'll see this, and I'm going to repeat it. So it kind of goes across the expanse of my wall. So I'm going to do curved line all the way down to the bottom. Double click, go back to my select tool, and I want to change the color. I'm going to make it in the orange family. And I'm going to make it a little thicker so you can see it. Okay, so I'm going to copy that line and then paste it and kind of create this pair right here where it's like a double line. So then I'm going to arrange and shift to click the other one, arrange, group. All right, and now this will kind of move together. So click on them both. And now I get another. And then just kind of keep pasting those down the. So if you did an arrangement with shapes, you could do the same thing where you group it and then just keep repeating it. All right, so that's my wallpaper, so that's done. Let's move this one a little over. And none of these tools should be unfamiliar to you if you've been doing the other homework this year. So the only new tool we're going to do today is the mask tool. So I'm going to now do my tabletop or my counter space. So I'm going to insert image, search the web, and I'm going to look up. I did wood on my first example, so I'm going to do that again. Put some wood. I kind of like it to have like a wood grain to it. So pick this one, insert. All right, and now I'm going to go to the mask tool, and I want it to be a rectangle. I'm going to slide this down. I don't want to compress the shape too much, so I'm going to bring this over. Now remember, anything that's not on the orange workspace will get cut off eventually when you download your image. So I really just want that like top section to show, and then that's fine. This will get cut off eventually, anything that's additional. Okay, so then I'm going to make my vase. So the way that I do that is I'm going to use the polyline tool. I just kind of made like a regular V-shaped vase for my first example. I'm going to make another vase that has a little bit more form to it. So I'm just going to go across, down, out, back across. And I kind of don't want it to be like too perfect. I want it to look a little modern. All right, so that's filled in, and I'm going to color and get rid of the outline because it's going to look more realistic. Just move that down a little bit on my table. Okay, and now I'm going to start to fill my vase with some with some patterns. So I'm going to use shapes first. I'm going to go to Insert, Shape, pick a shape. All right, and do everything you want to do to this shape now. So I want no outline. I want it to be a darker shade of blue. I want it to be a little smaller. I'm just going to put these all over my face. So as you see, you're kind of building up layers in this drawing. So you want to work from back to front. So the wall is the thing that's in the like furthest back of your picture. So you want to start with that, and then you add in the tabletop or the counter. That's kind of the next thing, and then all the things that are going to be on the counter. So that's how I would kind of approach this: is work from kind of the background to the foreground. All right, and so you need at least 3 shapes. I'm going to add in my next shape. I'm going to do donut. And same thing, I'm going to do everything I want to do to it. All right, and then my last shape. And this one's going to have transparency, which I said needs to be something that was in your work, is some use of transparency. So I like this kind of quadruple arrow to light green. Once again, no line. And when you click on custom, when you have your color, that's where the transparency bar comes in. So I'm just going to bring that down halfway. And now you can see. And I'm going to shrink this a little bit. Oh. Sometimes you can change their direction a little. I'll put one up here and shrink it. Okay. So that's done. All right, so now I'm going to put my flowers or whatever you want to put in your vase. If you want to use the insert shapes and find a flower shape that works for you, you could do that. Maybe even like some of this something that's called a cord here that could work. Or if you want to, you can use clip art. So I'm going to go to Insert, Image, search the web. Now, the thing about using the clip art, which we've talked about before, is you have to have something that has a transparent background. So like this one, I think will, and you'll know when you pop it in. Yep. So if there's no white box around your picture and you can see your background, then that will work. You can just copy and paste that. Make a whole bunch of different sizes. I'm going to insert another type of flower. Let's see if there's another. Let's see if that one works. Nope, because it has a white box. Okay, so that one will work. And I want this pink one behind this purple one, so I'm going to go to Arrange, Order, click on this purple one, Arrange, Order, bring to front. So you can kind of layer those flowers in there. One back here, bring this one forward. Bring this big purple one forward. All right, so that looks like a pretty full vase. All right, and then you need 3 other things that can go onto your counter. So on my sample one, I had a cat and a coffee cup and a donut. Another thing, if you want to put anything on the wall, you could do that, like a clock or a painting. Same thing, it has to have a transparent background. So let's see if that one works. Yep. I'll put this on the wall. And then you can draw stuff, or you can put in the clip art as long as it's transparent. So I'm going to put in coffee. That worked because the background is transparent. So put that here. And cake. Do a muffin, cupcake, 2 cupcakes. That will work. I'm going to find another. See if I can find another cat image. Sleeping cat. This was the one I used before. So just something that's kind of fun. You don't have to do a cat if you don't want to. All right, so that is your um, still life arrangement with a pattern vase. So now I'm going to do this number two. I'm going to download it. So file, download, PNG or JPEG. All right, and this in my drive. All right, and then you have your final image to upload to Google Classroom.